Have you ever watched your cat freeze like a statue, their eyes locked onto a completely empty wall? This is not random behavior. Their primal instincts are actively processing signals that your human senses are entirely blind to. Today, we are exploring 11 incredible things your cat can sense that you cannot. Pay very close attention to number 3. It reveals a slightly creepy secret you have definitely experienced. It explains why they act like they exist in a completely different dimension, and it will fundamentally change how you sleep at night. Let's get started. Number 11. Cats navigate the dark flawlessly. Think about what happens when your house is completely dark. You stumble. You bump into doors. You can barely walk to the kitchen. For your cat, the dark simply does not exist. While you are totally blind with the lights off, they move around as if the sun is shining. This happens because of their unique biology. Cats have a highly specialized layer behind their eyes. It is called the tapetum lucidum. This layer acts like a mirror. It captures the absolute smallest amount of ambient light. Then it bounces that light back through their eyes a second time. This is exactly why a cat's eyes glow an eerie green in the dark. On top of that, their eyes are packed with 8 times more light-sensitive cells than a human eye. The result is incredible. That crazy sprint through your bedroom at 3 in the morning is highly calculated. Your cat can see every piece of furniture. They see every corner. They see every single obstacle perfectly. The only one lost in the dark is you. Number 10. They see invisible light spectrums. This fact completely changes how you view your pet. Cats can see ultraviolet light. This is a light spectrum that is completely invisible to human beings. Human lenses block UV rays to protect our eyes, but a cat's eyes let this light pour right in. Because of this, their daily world looks like a glowing neon landscape. To a cat, certain flowers and plants glow with intense colors. Trails of urine left behind by small rodents light up like fluorescent road maps. Even clean surfaces in your home might reveal hidden chemical patterns to them. Scientists believe this specific trait evolved to make them apex hunters. It allows them to track prey effortlessly across a field. So think about the next time your cat stares intensely at an empty corner. Do not brush it off. They might be tracking a glowing ultraviolet trail that your human eyes simply cannot process. Number 9, their hearing is supercharged. Have you ever noticed your cat's ears suddenly twitching? They rotate like small satellite antennas trying to pick up a mysterious signal. That is exactly what they are doing. Human hearing taps out at around 20,000 hertz. Cats can hear frequencies rocketing up to 65,000 hertz. This means they live in a world flooded with high-pitched sounds you will never experience. They can hear the ultrasonic squeaks of mice hiding deep inside your walls. They hear the friction of insects crawling under the floor. The biology behind this is stunning. Each feline ear is controlled by 32 individual muscles. This massive network allows them to rotate their ears independently with terrifying precision. They can pinpoint the exact location of a hidden sound in mere milliseconds. If your cat is staring at a blank wall, they are not hallucinating. There's a very real chance they are listening to something moving inside of it. Number 8, they sense impending disasters. This specific sensory ability is truly mind-blowing. While cats can hear ultra-high frequencies, they can also pick up on infrasound. These are incredibly low, deep vibrations that ripple through the earth. Humans cannot hear them. We cannot feel them either. But cats feel these deep frequencies vibrating through their paws and inner ears. These are the exact frequencies generated by impending earthquakes, massive storms, and volcanic shifts. Throughout history, there are countless reports of cats going into a total panic hours before a major earthquake strikes. During the devastating 2004 tsunami, locals noticed cats acting frantically. The animals ran for higher ground long before the emergency sirens ever sounded. If your cat suddenly becomes highly agitated out of nowhere, pay attention. If they are pacing the house or hiding under the bed for no reason, take note. They might be sensing a massive environmental shift that human technology has not registered yet. Number 7, they predict the weather. Have you ever seen your cat vigorously grooming their ears right before a massive thunderstorm? This is not just a cute habit. It is an advanced biological response. Cats are incredibly sensitive to changes in atmospheric pressure. Their inner ears act like living, breathing barometers. When a major storm approaches, the barometric pressure in the air drops significantly. Humans barely notice this shift. You might feel a slight headache at worst. But for a cat, this sudden drop alters the fluid inside their inner ear. It can actually cause them mild discomfort. To relieve this pressure, they will often clean their ears. They might also become highly restless. Their heightened senses even allow them to smell the ozone in the air right before lightning strikes. So if your cat starts acting erratic and seeking shelter, grab an umbrella. They know a storm is brewing long before the weather forecaster does. Number 6, their whiskers are organic radars. Many people incorrectly assume a cat's whiskers are just long hairs. They think they just make the cat look adorable. The truth is vastly different. Whiskers are hypersensitive biological sensors. They are embedded incredibly deep into the cat's facial tissue. They are packed with thousands of nerve endings. These sensors are so fine-tuned that they detect microscopic shifts in air currents. They can feel the air bouncing off nearby objects. This allows the cat to perceive the exact size, shape, and speed of things around them. They can do this without ever touching the object. This is exactly how a blind cat can still hunt perfectly. Their whiskers project a continuous three-dimensional map of their environment directly into their brain. Before they even attempt to squeeze behind the couch, they already know if they will fit. Their whiskers have already calculated the math. They do not just see the physical world, they literally feel its layout through the air. Number 5, they hear the electricity in your walls. We live our modern lives surrounded by convenience and technology. To a human, a plugged-in television makes absolutely no sound. A charging cell phone is completely silent. But to your cat, your modern home is a chaotic symphony of electronic noise. Remember those 65,000 hertz frequencies we discussed? Almost all household electronics emit high-pitched squeals in that exact ultrasonic range. The power outlets, the refrigerator compressor, and fluorescent light bulbs all project a constant buzzing frequency. Even your LCD television screen emits this noise. Your human brain experiences a quiet, peaceful room. Meanwhile, your cat is actively filtering out a massive wall of electronic noise. This is why a cat might suddenly refuse to sleep in a specific room. It explains why they might act intensely annoyed when you turn on a certain device. They are not being stubborn. They are simply trying to escape a piercing, high-frequency sound that your ears are completely deaf to. Number 4, they physically taste the air. A feline's sense of smell is roughly 14 times more powerful than a human's. But that impressive statistic is just the beginning. Cats possess a hidden secondary olfactory system. It is called the Jacobson's organ. It is located right on the roof of their mouth, tucked just behind their front teeth. This unique organ allows them to detect specific chemical messages. It lets them read pheromones left behind by other living creatures. Have you ever seen your cat sniff a blanket, lift their head, and hold their mouth slightly open? They usually have a bizarre frozen expression. That is scientifically called the Feline response. They are not making a funny face at you. They are actively drawing scent molecules directly into the Jacobson's organ. In that split second, they are decoding complex, invisible information lingering in the air. They can detect fear, aggression, and territory markers. They can even read the emotional state of whatever animal passed through that room hours ago. They do not just smell their environment. They read it like a highly detailed chemical book. Number 3, they feel hidden heartbeats. While many people know cats have great hearing, very few realize the terrifying power of their paws. A cat's paw pads are packed with highly sensitive nerve endings. These are called Pacinian corpuscles. These microscopic receptors are designed to detect the absolute faintest vibrations traveling through solid surfaces. In the wild, a cat does not always need to see or hear a mouse to know exactly where it is. They can literally feel the micro vibrations of a small animal's footsteps. They can feel them scurrying across the ground from several yards away. In some cases, they can even detect the rhythmic thumping of a terrified animal's heartbeat. They feel the pulse transferring right through the floorboards. When your cat is crouching perfectly still on the carpet, they are not just resting. They are actively using their paws as seismic sensors. They are reading the subtle vibrations of the entire house. They can feel you walking down the hallway long before you ever turn the corner. Number 2, they possess an internal compass. Now, we are entering truly bizarre territory. Have you ever wondered how a lost cat can find its way home from miles away? Science suggests that cats possess magnetoreception. This means they can literally sense the Earth's invisible magnetic fields. They navigate exactly like migratory birds and sea turtles. This biological compass allows them to orient themselves over massive distances. There are documented, verified stories of cats traveling hundreds of miles to reunite with their owners. They navigate through unknown forests. They cross dangerous highways. They survive harsh weather. They do all of this while following an invisible magnetic pull. Humans rely on GPS satellites just to find the grocery store down the street. Meanwhile, your domestic house cat has an ancient internal compass woven directly into their biology. It is an evolutionary superpower that human technology has never been able to replicate. Number 1, they are not staring at nothing. This is the ultimate sensory combination that genuinely terrifies pet owners. You wake up in the dead of night, your cat is sitting at the very end of the hallway. Their eyes are wide open. They are tracking something completely invisible across the ceiling. They hiss at a dark, empty corner. They swat at the thin air. While old folklore immediately blames ghosts and spirits, the scientific truth is equally thrilling. Cats experience a reality that is fundamentally different from ours. When they stare at the wall, they are synthesizing all of those biological superpowers at the exact same time. They are seeing glowing ultraviolet trails left by an insect. They are hearing the ultrasonic scurry of a spider moving deep inside the drywall. They are feeling the microscopic shift of air currents on their whiskers. They are tasting the chemical pheromones of an animal outside. The most honest and accurate answer is terrifyingly simple. That thing they are staring at is not a ghost. It is certainly not invisible. It is very real, and it is right there in the room with you. It is just completely invisible to your human senses. When you finally understand the depth of these sensory powers, you realize the truth. Cats are not just simple, cute pets. They are highly evolved biological masterpieces. They are living in a completely different dimension of perception. We would absolutely love to know more about the incredible feline sharing your home. Drop a comment below and tell us, what is your cat's name?